endearment. What I'm saying,
right? But when a Mexican uses the word, they're not using it as a term of hatred. Can we just agree on that?
That's not the truth always, and it doesn't matter. Say
it is 99% of the time.
No, it's not. All right, let's say you're right. Let's say all right. Let's say
every Hispanic person that we know is using the N-word as a term of endearment.
All right, listen. Let's say, just because he said he grew up with, man, a lot of let's keep it a band. A lot of these dudes don't like black people. Let's keep it real. I'm from LA, bro.
Not the ones I know.
Man, that's what you keep saying. You from what you know. You don't know. Clearly, you don't know.
Listen, I don't hang out around the Longos. I don't know. I don't hang out with the Mexicans who are so burned out that they hate black people.
Yeah. That's obviously really saying that they don't like black people. They use the N-word.
That is less than 1% of Mexican people in LA.
You said less than 1%.
You think less than 1% of Hispanic people have actual racial animosity?
We talking about gang. We talking about gang members. We're not talking about.
No, we're not. We're talking about people and like human beings. You just threw in the gang thing, and we are talking about the gang thing.
It's not less than.
But also, I would say less than 1% of like Mexican gang members have negative opinions towards black people, right? But either way, you're trying to argue against Ricky by comparing two things that are completely different, which is one is a term of hatred and one is like a friendly term that is used to embrace.
And I don't think it come out of nobody word to me. And point whether they want to say that or not. That's like you saying, oh, just because I'm Mexican, I can say it. It's an term of endearment. It can't be a term of endearment if somebody finds it offensive. So how are you going to tell me if I find it offensive? I don't care what you're using it or what you're attending. It's offensive to me and the people that feel the same about me. So
you're saying that if 99% of people that this random Mexican person we're imagining they uses it around, they take it as a term of endearment, just because a small amount of people take it as like a hateful term. You're saying that it is a hateful term.
So you said a small amount of black people.
Yes, I would say the vast majority of black people do not give a about Spanish people.
And that's a lie. And that's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie.
But then why are there so many popular Mexican rappers who say the N-word all the time that you almost never hear anybody say shit about it? Why are we sitting right now with a make-believe Jewish Mexican dude who says it all the time and apparently has mostly received a pass throughout his life for saying it? It really pains me that we're still talking about the N-word. We need to talk about other things on this podcast. This is the most basic thing you could possibly talk about in the podcast.
Getting mad, bro. Because it's not your word.
You find a way to take every single conversation that we have on here and turn it into a conversation about the N-word. That is your tick, and I'm challenging you to do better.
Man, you can challenge me to do better, and I'm going to continue to do it as long as people use the N-word that's not black.
I'm just asking
I don't care. Don't bring it up. Don't bring up the topic. Don't bring up the topic.
It wasn't. You just randomly started talking about Ricky.
What happened with Ricky.
All I'm saying is that at some point, podcasting is not going to be just us talking about the N-word over and over and over.
And Ricky was just saying he don't feel it fit. The J-Boo, like that's why he said he felt it was offensive because he not that or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you almost never hear this word in current times.
But man, how you not even in conversation with
I love how me being white means that I'm not even allowed to be alive. That I'm not even allowed to acknowledge the fact that word is almost never used in modern times.
It seem like you at a cookout besides this podcast, and you not around the aunties and the uncles.
I love the fact that you're acting like I'm not allowed to have any observations about the world around me because I am white. Obviously, nobody says that word anymore.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and I had a link in the description where you can watch that clip at the beginning in full and from the No Jumper channel, as my bro BP brought this to my attention that Adam22 has got all the way confident and disrespectful and thinks that he can speak for the black community. And I said, wow, I'm not shocked at all. Adam Ben showed me who he was, that he feels that he's superior, that he thinks he can tell us what to do. And when he wants to speak, it's a we. I didn't know that we was French all of a sudden. Ain't no we with nothing with Adam22. For you to get on here and call this brother Spotty Face basic because he's standing up for what is seen as disrespectful from a lot of the black community, this is out of pocket and out of line. But he been doing that. And I'll tell you this right here, y'all. This is an educational conversation we about to have. If Adam22 didn't have this No Jumper platform with these subscribers and have the popularity and the hip hop culture that he has from the wave that he caught during the SoundCloud days, they would have been put hands on Adam. Straight up. He wouldn't even probably feel comfortable. I know he wouldn't feel comfortable doing this at all. How do you think you could speak for the black community and tell us about us? First of all, you're not from a black city. You're not from a black neighborhood. You didn't grow up around a big black family. You're not engaging with black people on a day-to-day basis. They're only around you for hip-hop purposes. Just because you went to a couple hoods, you ain't never came close, a centimeter close, of really living and experiencing the life of a black man in America, bro. So you don't tell us how to feel about the N-word in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Let me make this clear to y'all who don't want to accept it and get it. It's 50, almost, probably 50 million black Americans in this country. Don't know one rapper, don't know one entertainer, don't know one street dude, gangster, regular black man, or city, town, neighborhood, or block speak for the black people all across this country. We all over the place out here, bro. Everybody don't have these experiences, and they're never seeing anybody else saying the N-word as a form of endearment. So if you allow people to say it to you, or you not tripping if they say it around you, that don't mean that it could go over in this city, that city, they experiences, they hood, they blocks. No, that's out of pocket. And for a dude who's not even Hispanic to speak to these false numbers, talking about less than 1% of people are racist towards blacks, are you serious, bro? Knock it off. So Adam want to act like he never saw racism before. He the same dude with these white parents and white family that'll probably come on here and say, man, I ain't never seen nobody from my family do or say echo anything racist. Nah, bro, we gonna be educational here. We're gonna be informal here. We're gonna be factual here. You've seen it in LA. You know this already. I've seen it where the dudes were saying nigga K. What are we talking about? These gangs out there are anti-black. They go to prison and they push anti-blackness. A lot of their root be on anti-blackness, meaning we don't like black people at all. They say it in their mouths. You see it in the comment sections. You see it. You see it in your audience. It is what it is. And hip-hop don't represent the form and speak for all black people. It is a big voice in our culture, in our community, but just because you see people in the rap game engaging with people from different races, that don't mean that it's all nilly-nilly and green and we can just do anything. No, we not having it. And you said a lot of incorrect stuff right there. But Adam knows this. For you to even raise your voice, fam, you need to know this. The whole black community is not 16 to 30-year-olds that you deal with. We got older people. We don't even say the N-word around certain family members and things like that. So how are we supposed to come tell our family, oh, it's cool if this white dude said? Do you not know it's black people that's still alive who went through Jim Crow? Let me educate y'all. Like, this is not this. This ain't that, bro. We not gonna sit up here and let you put out these false numbers, this false narrative. But for you to get on this platform and try to act like you speak for everybody and you ain't had no experiences, that's what he telling you. The word jigaboo, because he called the dude that on the show because he said he wasn't tripping off or so whatever. One of the hosts on there called jigaboo. A jigaboo is the same thing as a sambo, tap dancer, sellout. One of them people. Oh, he one of them house niggas. That's what that is. It's all the same thing. People just got different ways of saying it. And people do use jigaboo. You ain't never been around no black people. We shouldn't even be explaining ourselves. But I'm going to come on here to educate for people that don't want to play dumb and things of that nature. That ain't how it go. I'm not out here N-word policing nobody. But what I am going to do, if you get on a platform and act like you speak for us and you ain't never been with us or one of us, it ain't no we. We is not French, bro. And for people who act like they don't get it and understand it, we will remind you every time that that word is not just some hip, cool word to use. It has history of what this word became and where it started and rooted at, with the pain, agony, suffering for 500 years plus on this land here in America as it relates to black people being oppressed, disrespected, and the worst of the worst you could think of. That's why certain people, they're never trying to hear it, never trying to understand it in no way, shape, form, or fashion. Like, let's keep it all the way 1,000. I got to come speak against that every single time. I'm going to tap in on it some more. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is out of pocket, out of line, but what do you expect from Adam22? But I'll tell you like this. If you didn't have that platform, you know what them boys out there do. Stay on your pivot. Tap into the Patreon, Urban Politicians TV. I got some more stuff coming as well. 1,000 for shit show.